But I wish I had some folks that were honest enough to say, preacher, I ain't always been here. I said, the Lord has had to work on me. And there's still some things that God is working on me. I'm glad on this afternoon that just because I have some deficiencies, it does not disqualify me from being a disciple. I said, you ought to tell the Lord, thank you, simply because your skewed view does not disqualify you from. Jesus said, come on, Judas. Jesus knows that you're stealing money, that you're going to steal money out the bag. And he knows that you're going to kiss him on the cheek. And he knows that you're going to betray him. But he does not disqualify you from his team. Come here, Peter. As loudmouth as you are, and we know that you keep a switchblade on you. I said, Peter, Jesus knows that when you get in front of the fire, that you are going to deny him. But yet Jesus does not disqualify you from his team. I wish I had somebody in here that don't mind being honest. Come here, Edwin, you used to be a perpetual people pleaser, and all you wanted was pats on the back, but God did not disqualify you from his team. Aren't you glad that God does not call the qualified, but rather he qualifies who he calls? I don't know about you, but I'm glad about that. I said, because I still have some rough days. I still have some times when I want to cut somebody. I still have some times when I want to cut somebody out. But thanks be to God that despite my deficiencies, Jesus does not disqualify me. I said, that I don't know about anybody else, but that's good news to me. So first of all, there's a realized promise. Everybody say realized. There's a realized promise. As they enter in on the other side of this teaching that the disciples still don't get. I give us 2 weeks, we're going to come back and finish Mark chapter 8, but they're still blind in Luke chapter 19. I said, here it is that Jesus, as they're entering in, Jesus said, you're going to go send two of the disciples, go into the town, and you're going to find a tied colt or a tied donkey. Some of your versions may say tied donkey. I want you to untie it. And if somebody asks you, why are you untying it? I want you to say, the Lord has need of it. I said, he gives them, first of all, within the realized promise, specific directions. Thank you, Sunday School, for confirming my assignment this morning, because there are some times in life that the Lord will give us specific directions. Not to go to the left, not to go to the right, but just to go straight. And sometimes what on the left and the right, it looks like that might be a better option, but there's reasons that God is telling you just to walk straight. Tell somebody real quick and say there were specific directions. I said, but there's also within this realized promise, sure discovery. I said, because when they show up on the scene, they find the donkey or the colt as Jesus said it would be. I said, that's enough to give God praise right there. Because there could have been some things between Jesus saying it and it coming to fruition that could have attacked them or could have tried to overcome them. But whenever the Lord says something, I said, it has to come to pass. Somebody missed that shot right there. I said that because there's some things that God will speak into your spirit. I said, there are some things that God will tell you that you need to do. And you don't know, come on, disciples, what's going to happen between this shore and that shore. But all you know is that Jesus says go to the other side. And that means that no matter what I face between this dock and that dock, I've got to make it, even if I got to make it on a rowboat. Anybody in the house glad that you will find what God has spoken in your life? Specific directions, sure discovery, but then there's a systematic disturbance. All right, where are you, preacher? As they are untying the coats, there's the owner comes out and says, what in the world are y'all doing? Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I grew up in St. Louis. And you just don't, for those, my deaconess, they've been with me long enough to know, there's some houses that we go into that they just walk in. And the first time I was with them, I kind of stood in the back for a little bit before I came in, because we just don't in St. Louis walk into somebody's house unless we call them. And even when we call them, we still ringing doorbells and knocking, because we don't know what's going on once we get to the house. I said, as they are going, as they untie the coat, the owner of the coat comes out and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" Now, if I was in St. Louis, I'd say they probably had a 9 on them or something, or they had a knife on them or something ready to cut somebody. I said, but we here in Stowe Hill, and there's not. I said, he says, "What are you doing?" And they say they could have panicked right here. I said, but because they saw what God said, they were able to continue in confidence. Let me come get you now. Because along the journey, thank you, Sunday School, again, for confirming my assignment. Along the journey, you will have systematic disturbances. Times that you want to pull over on the side of the road and God is saying, keep going. I said, people who want to pull you off track, but the Lord is saying, keep going. And when you see what God says, you ought to give God praise, because the disturbance could knock you off of what God is trying to get you to do. So there was a realized promise. Anybody know about the Lord speaking some things in your spirit? Mm-hmm. I said, anybody know about the Lord whispering some things that you need to do in your life? Anybody ever been in conversation with the Lord? I said, and it sounded crazy to you. I said, and if you shared it with somebody else, it sounded crazy to them. Anybody know about the Lord really speaking to you? Yeah. There was a realized promise. Y'all forgive me, I'm going to go out of order for a minute, but there's secondly a royal presence. The royal, somebody say royal presence. I said, when we skip down a little bit to verse number 38 in Luke 19, it says that after saddling the donkey, the people began to cry out, "Blessings on the King who comes in the name of the Lord." Somebody ought to understand this morning that it's Passover, which means that people are already on edge. Have you ever gone to a family reunion and you have people in your family that's just looking to fight? I said, have you ever gone to a cookout or a barbecue and folks show up ready to pop off on somebody? I said, people have shown up ready for somebody to draw a sword. They are ready to fight. And now the king is in the midst. Tensions are high. People in the crowd ready to jump off. Jesus is riding on a donkey, and the people proclaim him as king. Okay, let me come back through again. Jesus is riding on a donkey, and the people proclaim him as king. Still quiet in the sanctuary. Let me try like quiet. Jesus is riding on a donkey, and the people are proclaiming him as king. Still quiet. Kings in this day and time would ride on horses. Common folks rode on donkeys. But yet Jesus is riding on a donkey, and everybody around him is calling him king. Let me come get some of this prosperity gospel out here. It does not, my greatness is not tied to what I drive, where I live, and who I'm connected to. My greatness is not on me, but rather my greatness is in me. Do I have a witness in the house that can testify? Some folks look at me up and down, and they miss their blessing just because they judged a book by its cover. I said, I wish I had somebody. I got 2 young men in the back right now. There are some folks who look at you and deem you a threat just because you have a t-shirt on and some jeans, and you decide to twist your hair. I said, there's some folks that see you as a threat, and they will miss the blessing that you are because there's something great in you. I said, touch somebody real quick and say, it ain't about what's on you, but rather what's in you. I said, the people are celebrating Jesus while he rides a donkey. When monarchs and kings didn't just have horses, but they had decorated horses. I said, but yet Jesus is on a green donkey. What do I say when I say what do I mean when I say a green donkey? This coat has never been ridden before, and yet Jesus takes what has never been ridden and trusts it for his transportation. I need to help somebody. I said, because some folks you look at and you call them a little boy or a little girl and say they don't have anything to offer because they ain't been through nothing. I said, but if the Lord will use a green, unproven donkey, God can use some young folks to bring glory and expand his kingdom. I wish I had a better shouting invitation. I said the Lord is using a young colt, an untried colt, a tied up colt, one that had never been ridden before, but yet Jesus says before they get there, go get, this is what I want. We have to learn in the church to celebrate experience and non-experience. We have to learn to celebrate in the church those who have been through the wars and those who are optimistic. I said, because when the minds meet together, it becomes something powerful. When those who have been through the wars, when you look at their arms and see the battle scars, I said, there's something that you can get from them. There's something that you can get from somebody who's been laid off, because they know that the Lord is Jehovah Jireh. The Lord is their provider. You need to talk to somebody that's been sick. I said you need some folks with some experience, but you need some green folks as well. Some folks that have the energy to keep on going. I said we have some generals and then we have some foot soldiers. And when they come together, I said we can have victory in battle. Some of y'all not feeling me, that's all right. I'm going to keep pushing it. I said that Jesus says go get this coat. This unused coat. And I want to use it as I ride through the town. I said, can I give you one more thing to shout about though? I said that in the mix, and that's why I wanted to go over to Matthew for a minute, because it says that Jesus is in the middle. Everybody around him is praising. Jesus is in the middle. Everybody around him is praising. Let me say it one more time for the Holy Ghost. Jesus is in the middle, and everybody around him is praising. Where are my Bible scholars at? I said, my word says that God will inhabit the praises of his people. Let me come get you. I said there's some folks that get to a place in life that they do more complaining than they do praising. And it does not, my word does not say that God will inhabit the complaints of his people, but it says that God will inhabit the praises of his. So if you want something to shift in your life, learn to give God praise. Open up your mouth and begin to declare the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. You want something to change in your family? Stop crying and complaining about it, but open up your mouth and give God more that you ain't lost your mind with all your crazy family members. You want something to shift on your job? Your boss is trying to fire you. You got co-workers trying to get you out the door. Begin to give God glory. I said because he inhabits, he dwells, he steps in to the praises of his people. I'm about to get out of here. So there's a realized promise. There's a royal presence. But then finally there's a ridiculous praise. And Roger Jr., this is where I need you. I said because in Jesus' day, everybody had what's called a chit tone. The chit like chitlins. Take the C-H-I-T and add on the O-N, a chitone. And it was a long undershirt that everybody had on. And then some other folks had what's called a hematome, or a outer garment. Let me come get you. Roger, would you stand in the back for me for a minute? I said, Roger is invitations king. And I thank God for him. I said, Jesus is coming down. Now here it is. The outer garment, I don't mind explaining this morning, but the outer garment represented somebody's socioeconomic status in society. I said, could you pause right there for me? I said, every time somebody go walking around, they knew if they were a governor, they knew if they were in the royal palace, they knew if they were a president, they knew if they were they had an official position, they knew if they lived on the other side of town, the old money section of Snow Hill. I said, so every time they had put on their outer garment, it represented what their socioeconomic status was in society. But when you read Luke 19, it says that they take their outer garments off. And they lay their outer garments. Okay, come on, Brother Roger. I said, I lay their outer garments down. I said, to make preparation for their king. Can I come help somebody? I said, when they lay their outer garments down, they say, no matter how important I thought I was, I'm in the presence of royalty. No matter how big I thought I was, because the king has showed up, I gotta lay my pride down. I gotta lay my influence down. I gotta lay down everything I thought I was big and bad enough to be. Why? Because the king is coming through. I'm glad on today that the king, there is a king in you. And I'm glad that I'm in the presence of royalty. Your title won't make it. I said your position won't make it. Your address won't make it. Where you drive won't make it. And so we got to lay it down. Thank you, Brother Roger. Thank you, sir. I said it's they lay their outer garments down. But then it says that Matthew says they begin to cut palm branches. And they begin to, some wave palms. And then some laid some palms at the feet of Jesus. I said, if you know anything about first century, palm leaves were used for cleaning. All right? They were used for cleaning. People, they would sweep around the house using palm leaves. Now here's how I don't want you to miss it this morning. In the midst of their worship and their praise, they make a prophetic announcement. Because when you look on the other side of this story, it says Jesus weeps. And then it says he goes in the temple and cleans the temple out. So in one sense, they are making a declaration that everything that's been out of order, Jesus is getting ready to clean up. I thought I was in church. I said there are some places in our lives that we need to, somebody said, sweep around your front door before you sweep around mine. I said the Lord has to straighten some things up in our lives. But then palm leaves were used as a symbol of victory. And most folks know about this use of palm leaves. I said when a king would come back from leading his troops in the battle, the people would greet him as he came through the doors, waving palm leaves. And some folks would put them on the ground as a symbol of peace and of victory. I said athletes, when they participated in the games, would receive palm leaves as a sign of victory. Somebody missed it now. It said when the king came back home, I said they would give him palm leaves. Jesus has yet to fight a battle. I said he's healed some folks, but his ultimate destination has yet to come. He has not yet been resurrected, and yet the people are waving palm branches. I'm trying to come get somebody now. I said every once in a while, you've got to get to a place that you learn to give God glory, that you begin waving your palm leaf even before the battle begins. Who am I preaching to on this afternoon? I said you've had some struggle in your life. You've had some difficult times. You've had some difficult days. But I need you to make up in your mind that I'm going to wave a palm leaf anyway. I said I know I got some hell to go through, but I'm going to wave a palm leaf anyway. I said I know I got some stuff going on in my body, but I'm going to wave a palm leaf anyway. I know my child is going through right now, but I'm going to wave a palm leaf anyway. I said I wish I had somebody in here that don't mind being honest. I got some rough days ahead, but I'm declaring victory in my life. I've got evidence. I've got confidence. I'm a conqueror, and I know I win. I know who I am. For God don't fool me now. Put your hand in the air if you know I got victory. Victory over sin. Victory over the grave. Victory over foolishness. Victory over foolish people. My name is